lately we just been kind of living in the moment. Time is precious, and as a dad who has parenting time, I don't take it for granted. You know, we watched that Jake Paul and Tyson fight, and it was honestly kind of crazy. Like, I remember running on the beach with Mike Tyson as a kid. He was the youngest heavyweight champion in the world, and I just remember how intimidating he was. Like, he was massive, and just seeing him in the ring the other night was honestly kind of sad. I guess Father Time is undefeated, and watching Tyson stumble around the ring, it was just never so obvious. You know, as an athlete, it's you versus your body and the younger competition, but in life, there's no spectacle, there's no stage, there's no audience, but there's always your peers and the next generation looking to take your spot. And I think we just try to stay afloat long enough to make it to our destination before time is up. Last night, we fell asleep probably, what?
It didn't even start fighting yet.
Yeah, before the actual fight started. I think that last shot where it says like 7 minutes or whatever the countdown was, we went to the bedroom, fell asleep before anything happened. Oh, no, it was still the intro. Ice-T was talking and he kept... Yeah, so we didn't watch it. We woke up this morning and we finished watching it. What did you think of the fight?
Boring.
Yeah, it was boring.
I'm sorry, you wasted your money.
It was actually kind of sad.
Definitely.
It was sad to watch the old man get beat up like that.
Jake Paul was trying to be nice. Logan Paul, whatever it is. Logan Paul was trying to be nice. No.
What's happening?
Somebody shipped us a free turtle, and we might cut the legs off and eat it. Turtle legs.
You mean frog legs?
Yeah, I know, but turtle legs also. We can make turtle legs or crab legs. Actually, spare the turtle. It's a turtle. We don't eat turtles. That's wrong. I'm not vegan though.
Son, where are you?
In my room.
Under the bed?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to be.
Are you hiding?
Yeah, I want to see if you can find me.
All right, let's wash your hair, you maniac. How far are you into the game? Howdy. I really thought I was having a great morning, and apparently I just am totally off today. Like, we had a very lazy, chill weekend. It was great. And then I woke up this morning, we made breakfast. Like, it seemed fantastic, but 10 minutes before it's time to walk out the door, he can't find my Apple Pencil. I don't know where his jacket is. I spent hours twisting his hair, which is why I couldn't finish my last video. And then this morning, right before we walk out the door, he puts on his hoodie and his hair just goes everywhere. You try, like you really, really try, but it's never good enough. So I guess my first order of business today is finding my Apple Pencil, which I might not be able to. And then if I can't, I'm going to have to order another one so I can do this thumbnail. Also, I think I want to go to the laundromat because I want to wash like a bunch of clothes, just like sheets and stuff like that. And it's just way more efficient if I have those really big washer and dryers. It's going to be a chill one. Like, I don't really have anything specific going on. So, let's just, let's figure this thing out. We're definitely going to have a big cleanup session after school today because this room is, like, it's not super messy, but it's also not super clean or organized. Like, I'm always telling him, stop taking your pictures out of the notebook. Just leave them inside the notebook because now you have all these extra pieces of paper. It seems so simple, but it just never gets through. And there's my Apple Pencil. Great. Now, how did it get up under all of that stuff? Sitting here thinking,
looks like I'm going to be free. I got time to work on these videos. And I just got a job for the next 2 days. So, I mean, again, I am incredibly blessed. I don't ever want to give the impression that, I feel like I've said a million times how much I love my job. How fortunate I feel, how blessed I am. And it's just really the challenge of trying to learn how to have a schedule when you don't have a schedule. And by that I mean, like, how do I really navigate the world of sometimes I'm working, sometimes I'm not, and always be getting certain things done. Like, there's no consistency, but I have to find a way to create it.
It's so hard to make sure my shots balance with the broken screen, but whatever. The creative journey has definitely presented some challenges that I didn't expect. I thought that my goal was to like win some award or have this stream collaboration or something, but turns out that but it turns out the real challenge is actually longevity. Yesterday was cool, but what about today? Or last year was great, but what's next year look like? I guess I'm at the point now where there's no dream client or collaboration. They're all just clients. Like, who's next? That's just not what I thought it was going to be. Longevity is way more difficult to sustain than having a moment. I guess now I understand why they tell you to focus on the journey and not the destination. Even if you reach what you thought was your goal at the beginning, your brain is just going to recalibrate and you'll come up with a new one. Or maybe I just didn't dream big enough. You never really know what you're capable of until you're tested. And divorce is like the ultimate final exam. And I hope you study, because the mental endurance it takes to keep going when it feels like all is lost. Yeah, it'll take a pretty big toll on you. But when you make it through, you're going to feel like you're unstoppable. Like anything is possible, because if you can survive that, then what can't you do? I think what's been most challenging for me, like, yes, my schedule is kind of crazy with work, but the reason why that's so hard is because I'm a dad. I have to figure out like what I'm doing with my son, and co-parenting is not always smooth. Nobody chooses to be a co-parent. Like, that wasn't the goal. That wasn't my plan. And when you get over the like, oh, I'm separated from my kid and they're not going to have, or they're going to be in a broken home and all that kind of stuff, you got to deal with the reality, which is you have to work with somebody else who may or may not want to help you. And when you're trying to do something entrepreneurial, it's even more like, it's just so much stress. It's very difficult. And it makes me feel sometimes like if I don't succeed like tremendously, I might have to go back and get a regular job. I'm not one of the people who poo-poo having a regular job or a 9 to 5. Like, I think 9 to 5s are great. I think there's a ton of stability. I think there's hopefully longevity. I know that companies can be fickle and they can fire you and lay you off and relocate and give you a new position, all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to argue that, but it's nice to know you're going to get paid on Friday. Entrepreneurs don't have that, especially creative ones. I'm doing something that I probably wouldn't advise someone to do in my situation. Being a creative entrepreneur is like typically reserved for young people who don't have families, don't have, you could pass through, who don't have families, don't have bills, don't have obligations, don't have any like roots. But the point of all that is, if things do not continue to go well, I'll have to quit for sure.
I don't know, but at the end of the day, I just want to be able to tell my son to follow his dreams, whatever they are. And I think him seeing me do that is like proof. It's evidence.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
And making videos for 10 years, never had the confidence to pick up my camera in public like I'm doing now. And I think it's just because I'm older now and I don't really care what these people think. Having a kid really puts stuff into perspective, like what's important. All that adolescent concern over being cool and what everybody else is doing, and if people are looking at you and making fun of you, like, I have a child to take care of. I do not care what you think of me. I was just sitting here, like, trying to figure out the ending to this video. And I just got a phone call that is going to completely change everything. Like, the certainty that I thought I had, the flow that I thought I had. But everything is just magnified when there's a second person involved, when you have another person scheduled to consider. I'm kind of concerned how I'm going to adjust. But basically, this phone call is that my fellow co-parent needs to change the schedule, which means I'm just going to have to deal with it. Like, I just have to roll with the punches.
What's there to hold in the light of this moon? My mind keeps searching, but my heart decides. Thoughts can be cruel, they're not mine to own. The space unravels when you let go.
Co-parenting is hard. But if I really, really think back to midway through my divorce, this is really the point I wanted to get to. Like, I wanted to get to the point where it was only about my parenting because it's the thing I'm most confident in. Like, it's the position that I don't worry about anyone questioning. I'm a damn good dad. I'm consistent with my effort. I provide stability, and I love my son more than anything. Everything that I've read says the key to co-parenting is communication. The problem is that assumes that both parties are communicating the same, that everything is ideal. And the reality is, I don't think anyone's situation is like that. And for those few people who I've heard of who have this amazing, incredible relationship where they do holidays together and go on vacation, like, you guys should make videos. You should be the one teaching the class, because I don't know how you get there. I'm just not going to stop doing what I know works, which is patience and understanding. Understanding that I'm not in control. Once I finally accepted that and really just let go, I found peace. And it just allowed me to focus on the things that actually are in my control. And patience, because words are going to be said that I'm not going to like, and actions are going to be taken that I disagree with. But I don't ever want to react in a way that I'm not proud of. I don't want to say words that make the situation worse. I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize my position. They say it gets easier over time. I'll let you know when that's the case. So for now, I'm just going to figure it out.